Hey guys, this is Brian Byard, your coach for flag football. Just found out that Friday is Grandparents' Day, and we have our early dismissal at St. Lawrence. So look for emails. We may not have practice, or if we do have practice, it will be optional if you've already made plans. But I thought what we could do is review the plays over video. And initially I was going to try and capture some plays off of real football game, but then I realized all of our plays are based off actual NFL football plays, and they're all in video game Madden 17. So I thought I'd just fire this up, and we can show you on Madden 17. So our 4 run plays we'll be running this week are the purple plays, if you have the playbook in front of you. And they're the 4 run plays we practice in the first practice, okay? So this video will go over the 4 run plays, and I'll post a separate video for the 4 pass plays. Okay, our first run is just a dive right, okay? And so our YAP team's going to have 5 players. We're going to have a center, quarterback, and running back. We're also going to have a tight end and a wide receiver, but just pretend there's only 5 guys out there. We really need to pay attention to these 3 guys for this play. Center's going to hike the ball to the quarterback, who's going to hand off to the running back. Now, since it's a play to the right, the running back's going to run to the right. The quarterback wants to turn to the right, okay? And they do it correctly on the video game. This quarterback's going to turn to the right and hand off with his left hand. So turn to the right, hand off with left hand, up the middle. And hopefully we'll have that same result with an easy touchdown. So that's dive right. We may also call a dive left. And if we call a dive left, it's the same play. We're just going to run this way. And the quarterback, now if the run is to the left, you're going to turn to your left and hand off with your right hand, okay? So they do it correctly in the video game here. He turns to his left, hands off with his right hand. Now when you get out here, if there's defense out here, I want you guys to put some juke moves on, maybe a spin move, do whatever you can to keep them from pulling your flag. So that's the dive play, purple play number 1. Now let's check out purple play number 2, which is the counter play. Counter play just means to do the opposite. You could also call it the mirror play. So in the counter play, what we're going to do is we're going to fake one way and we're going to run the other. And we run this slightly different than they do on Madden video game here, but we'll cover that in our right before our game. So here's the counter play. We're going to fake right and then go left. Okay. And again, once you get out here in the open, put some spin moves on or juke. Try and keep them from pulling your flag. One thing you cannot do is use your hands to swat them away from your flag. That would be flag guarding and a penalty. Okay, that's purple play 2, counter play. Now let's do purple play number 3, which is a sweep right. A sweep play just means we're going to go to the outside, okay? And sometimes we are going to be in what's called the no-run zone. And in the no-run zone, you actually can run. They'll just have some markers, kind of like these hash markers here on the field. You can run, but you have to go to the outside of them. So when we're down inside the 5-yard line, it's the no-run zone, and you'll see that. If we do call a run, make sure you go outside those little markers, okay? So first play we're going to see here is a sweep right. Now on a sweep right, what do you think the quarterback's going to do? He's going to turn to his right and hand off with his left hand, okay? So he turns right and hands off with his left hand. Running back gets outside and heads upfield, okay? Now, if we call the same play but we say sweep left, it's just the same play. Just now the quarterback is going to turn to his left and use his right hand to hand off. And what they do here in the video game, what you can do is, if we're under center here and the running back is clear back here, the quarterback doesn't drop straight back. He actually cheats a little, runs a diagonal, and meets the running back on his route to hand it off, okay? So this is sweep left. You're going to see the quarterback turn to his left and hand off with his right hand. Turn to the left, hand off with right hand. All right, and then we'll get out here and we can do some jukes and some spin moves to get in for a touchdown. Hopefully it'll be that easy on Saturday. So that's our first 3 running plays. The last play is a trick play. It's actually not in Madden, but we can show you here how it works. We won't have this guy. We'll have a center, quarterback, and 1 running back. And then we'll have a tight end and a wide receiver out here. On this play, the quarterback is just going to hike the ball, and he's going to hold it behind his back, okay? He's just going to hold it like this, and so the defense can't see who's getting it. The running back is going to keep this distance, is going to act like he's got the ball and run like he's got the ball. But the tight end is really going to get the ball. He's going to casually pull up behind the quarterback, take the ball from him, and sprint the other way. Okay, so that's a stink play. It's made to look like a running play to the running back, but really the tight end circling behind the quarterback, taking the ball from him, and running. Okay, so those are our 4 run plays for week 1. Hopefully you guys understand all those, and we'll be ready to go on Saturday morning.